Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Sydney. I'm from Oakland. I live in New York. I'm a fiance. I just got engaged to be married. It has been a long minute since I've opened up this camera and filmed for YouTube, but it's 2026. I'm done with the excuses, so here I am. One of my last videos that I made was talking about how I regretted moving to New York City. Now, was that video mainly clickbait? Absolutely. But did it work? Yes. Officially been 2 years since I lived in New York City, and I thought that I would share some things that I've learned since moving here from Oakland, California. One of the most asked questions I got when I moved to New York was, where are you from? Every single time, I wouldn't even open my mouth. Like, I would be checking out at a cash register, I would be leaving my building, I'd accidentally bump into someone, like automatically the question was, where are you from? And I kind of like that people don't think that I'm from New York. If you can't tell from all of my past videos, I smile a lot, okay? I love smiling. I love to laugh. I love to giggle. It makes me happy, and I have a pretty smile, so I might as well show it off. I also just feel like, I don't know, New Yorkers be on 10 at any given time of day, time of night. Like, it doesn't really matter what's going on. There's always someone yelling on the street. I don't know, like, it's always some crazy things going on in the subway. There's just always something going on regardless of where you are. I have grown to love New York, but it's just a big adjustment. Like, I don't think you understand. I moved across the country with no friends, no family. I mean, now I'm a fiance. In case you guys didn't know, I'm a freaking fiance. Engaged to be... What? Engaged to be married. And not just for me, this was a really big adjustment for him and myself and our 2 dogs who were born and raised in California. We both always, him more so than me because he's from San Diego, I'm from the Bay Area, but we always get hit with this question too. Why did you move here? Because a lot of people oftentimes are like, oh no, we want to move to California. We want to move where it's sunny all the time. And I guess I never really thought about that. Like, living here has definitely made me realize that I took living in the Bay Area and just like having California as my home ground for granted. Being able to walk outside and just see mountains. It is a nice day. It's warm. Like, I have never gotten seasonal depression until I moved to New York. I never even knew what that was, really. I mean, you know, of course I knew what seasonal depression is, but I was like, I don't know, that doesn't affect me because we don't even have seasons in California. I don't think that New York has necessarily, I wouldn't say that New York has changed me, but living here has just made me mature, even more so than I already was. I mean, when I moved here, I was 26? I'm 28 now. I'm turning 29 this year. Like, that's just what happens. When you get older, you mature. At least that's the hope. And living here has just made me realize a lot of things. One, as a tourist, I never realized how expensive it was because I was like, oh, this is just for fun. This isn't gonna be my permanent life. I'm just experiencing it for the first time. Like, you kind of just spend money and you don't think of it. But living here has really put things into perspective of how expensive it is, okay? And I know people are like, if you can survive in New York, you can survive anywhere. Like, yeah, but also, why? Like, why do you want to become so broke that you can't afford your own life just because you want to live in a city? You know, like, I do love living here, but there are a lot of good and bads that come with it. Same with any city that you may not be from, or even if you are from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of positive takeaways and there are a lot of negative takeaways. Whenever I say I'm from the Bay Area, they ask me, do I enjoy living in New York? I'm not gonna say no, but I don't know if I'm gonna say yes either. Living in New York is definitely a dream, but I don't know if it was really ever like a dream of mine to live here. It was like I visited 2 times and I did fall in love with the city because I was like, there is so much to do here that I want to move. But I haven't wanted to live here since I was like a little girl. I always knew that I did want to live in a big city. I just never really thought about like what that was. Hate is a strong word, and I would never say that like I hate living in New York, okay? Because living here is a blessing. Being able to afford living here is a blessing. Being able to stay here for X, Y, and Z years, That is a blessing, and that's not something I'm going to take for granted. I think the most difficult part about this transition from moving from the Bay Area to New York was, of course, leaving my family and my friends behind, coming here to this city that is so big. You just feel so alone, like you're just one person, this one little tiny person. And it gets to be very, very lonely. Like, yes, I did move here with my boyfriend, my now fiance at the time, but you know, like you want to be able to have your own community, networks, people to talk to. And when you don't have that, you become very isolated. You feel very alone. And it's kind of sad, you know, like see girls who are in these large friend groups or a lot of people surrounded by other people, and it looks so fun. And I'm just like, man, I'm in my late 20s now, which is still crazy to say, and I do not have a community. Like, I don't have a group of friends. I've successfully made one friendship here who I'm going to hope we continue to be friends for a long time. But aside from that, like, it has been really, really hard making friends here. And that could be the city. I don't know, maybe I'm not putting myself out there enough. I quit my job last year, and before that I was only working online, and now, you know, I've started to pursue content creation full time. So I'm also just alone majority of the time. I just wish I had more people to talk to. I did create a book club though. If you are a girl located in New York City, I started a book club for the girls and the girls only. That's something that I'm really, really excited that I started, and I can't wait to grow. I love reading. I've always loved reading. And I was like, I think that this would be a super cute idea for me to create a book club. This is my way of having my own community for the girls who want to be a part of it. We are going to be doing once a month in-person meets and then once a month virtual meets. We have a Discord server that you can be a part of. There are a few requirements in order to be let into the other chats, just so that I can sure you're a girl, because I want this to be a safe environment. This is really just like a yap session because I've been gone for a long while. So much has happened. I became a fiance. We're in the midst of planning our wedding. We are moving this week. Max is turning 5 in 2 weeks. My hair has gotten super long. I feel like I had a bob the last time I made a YouTube video. My hair goes so fast. I also just feel like I am trying to find my space again. You know, like if you've been following me on YouTube for like the last year and a half, 2 years, you know that I was doing food reviews, okay? All I did was food reviews. On my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my YouTube channel, I would find cheap eats around New York City, best eats in New York City, you know, like where to eat, all those things. And then I kind of just stopped. I hit a plateau and I was like, I do not want to continue this anymore because I didn't care about it. I wasn't passionate about it. I realized it wasn't something that I loved doing, and I was doing it just to get free food, which was amazing. You know, food in New York City is so expensive, but I didn't see longevity in it, and I didn't know how I was going to pivot that into like a legitimate career for myself. Given there are so many food reviewers, so many food bloggers, those are real jobs, but that just wasn't where I wanted to go. Ever since I became a fiance, I feel like I've switched over into lifestyle content. I do a lot of like outfit of the days. I talk about my relationship. I feel like I'm a very real and raw person. I'm very unfiltered. That's kind of where my niche is. Like, I don't really feel like I fit into a niche exactly. Girl, what am I even talking about? This is just like a ramble. I was talking about me moving to New York City, how it's been so chaotic and crazy and honestly lonely. A girl has gone so broke living here. Like, savings plummeted. That is a real big goal of mine for 2026, just to get back up. So this is really just like a catch-up session more than anything. I don't know what I'm going to do every week on YouTube. I can't tell you a reason why you should follow me. I can't tell you why you should be here. Really, it's my personality. If you were to ask me my favorite thing about myself, I'm going to say my personality every single time. And why? Because it's just very big. It's very open. Like, I don't care to do things like this, like sit in Central Park and open up my camera and film a video of myself. I don't care who thinks I look crazy. I don't care. I just don't care. You know, like, I can't live my life in fear of what other people may think. This is my life. I only have one chance to live it, and that's exactly what a girl's gonna do. I don't know. This is my first YouTube video of 2026. We are gonna grow together, though, okay? Like, this might be a little chaotic, but I am a very chaotic individual. And I have ADHD. I can talk about so many different subjects at one time. Actually, not at one time, because I will forget what I'm talking about and then need to like wait 10 minutes to remember what I even talked about, if I can remember at all. Did this YouTube video make sense? Probably not at all, but like, does everything always have to have a point? Probably. We'll get to that next week. Stay tuned, because I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. I feel good. It's 2026. I'm a fiance. I'm just so excited. I love my man so bad. I can't wait, y'all. I really, really can't. That's it for today's video. I'll see you next week. Hopefully we're more put together. Or not. Bye.